Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome to Rush to Judgment with Jessica, and I am Jessica. How are we doing? How is everybody? How are things? Everybody doing okay? Well, that's fantastic. I hope everybody is doing okay. Oh, gosh. It is a wonderful, warm, 60-degree, sunny Saturday afternoon here. Well, you can't tell because there's no windows in this place. But I figured I'd do some catching up here on this day while I have some time. And since I am already behind, just figured I'd take the time to catch up on this Alexander Jackson trial. We have, if you're new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. And if you're returning, you already know we are talking about the Alexander Jackson trial. He is on trial for the murder of his parents and his younger sister. He is facing 3 counts of first-degree murder. And not the death penalty, I don't believe, but just life, I would imagine. I don't know Iowa's rules and regulations, so there's that. But yeah, I don't know what that comes with as far as sentencing goes, but I know it's 3 first-degree charges. What? See, when the camera is backwards, I don't know. That's not right. It's this one. Anyway, give it a little floof. Give it some volume. Anyway. So, Alexander Jackson, we are currently in the middle of his first interrogation in the hospital while he is under the influence of some fentanyl and some pain pills, or some pain meds, after being shot in the foot. Whether it is self-inflicted or not, that is to be determined. They have not given any indication that they know or any evidence to show that it is not self-inflicted. He claims that there was an intruder in the home. He fought with said intruder, and during this altercation, he was shot in the foot. Don't know. All the responding officers and the investigators say there was no indication that there was any type of intruder. But that is his story, and he is sticking to it. So yeah, that's where we are. We are in his initial interrogation at the hospital with 2 detectives and a crime scene person taking pictures. And they've been in there for a minute, and his foot is still sitting there, not getting any type of medical attention. And it's just bleeding everywhere. And I'm quite upset about that because that's gross. And I don't know if this is the way the boy acts on the regular, but I mean, he just kind of acts nonchalant, like pretty oblivious to his surroundings, which is kind of the way he was acting when they met him in the basement. So his behavior doesn't really seem to be much different, but I don't know. I don't know his behavior prior to the whole event. So, Just a reminder to everyone, if you like what you see and what you are listening to, make sure and hit that like and subscribe button, and then hit that notification bell to let you know when I post anything new. And that way you know when I upload any new videos. Right now, I'm covering this trial. It is already over. The verdict is in. I don't know the outcome yet. I have not skipped ahead. I do not like to do that. I like to watch it live, and that way I am reacting um, as accurately and in the moment as I can. So my initial reactions I give to you. And if they're not, I'll let you know that I've already seen it and it's not genuine. I like to be as genuine as I can. So yeah, there's that. But I do know that the verdict is already in and we are a few days behind. That's why I'm trying to catch up. But I cannot do these things live. And I try to do them. I do have a full-time job that I do work at throughout the week, and I do take care of 2 children, and 2 dogs and cats and a household. So it does get away from me from time to time to be able to sit through these things. As returning viewers have seen, my kids pop in and out throughout the majority of my videos. So even when I'm in here and this is my time to do these things, they still find a way to make themselves present. But anyway, make sure and like and subscribe and hit the notification. And once I start something, I have to finish it. Otherwise, I feel real icky about it. So I started it. So now I shall finish. But yeah. So, and just also a reminder that I am not an expert and I don't specialize in law or anything legal, for that matter. This is just for me to add my opinions and my commentary and jumble in my critical judgment and my bias opinions on various topics throughout the trials, and for you to join along on this fun little adventure. Maybe it's not fun. I shouldn't say fun. On this adventure through the legal world and the um, life and trial of Alex Jackson. So, yeah, that is what I do. I just talk through it and make smart ass comments. And sometimes I have questions, sometimes I have answers, sometimes I can explain things, sometimes I can't. Yeah, but it's not legal advice, it's not legal education. It is just purely entertainment purposes. Entertainment commentary, somewhat educational. So with that, we're going to get started. We're going to jump right back into day 4. We are still in the interrogation process. They're coming back from a break that they took, and then they're going to get back into it. Put me down here. There is no closed captioning on this one, which sucks because you can't really hear. You can hear the detectives, but you can't really hear him all the time. So that's where that is. Okay, we press play.
All right, go ahead and have a seat, everybody. Okay, we are back on the record. We have our jurors, counsel, Mr. Jackson, all present, and Investigator Demminger is still on the stand, and I believe we are going to pick back up with the video. Is that correct, Mr. Scheer?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, then you may go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What I'm asking you is, how soon? Because if those cameras were unplugged last night, in the middle of the night, more than 10 minutes before you heard the shots, that's going to throw your story right out the window, Alex.
I don't really know anything about it.
I know you keep telling me that. Okay?
I'm trying to help you as much as possible.
You're not.
I
The
am.
guy who unplugged those cameras is responsible for doing this.
I don't know anything about the cameras.
You didn't handle the cameras?
No, I've never been used. I guess it's like an app or something.
Okay. So you haven't got up and did you install the cameras?
No, my dad did.
Okay. Okay, then your fingerprints won't be on that camera. Right?
Sure.
Sure what?
They won't be on this.
Okay.
Maybe not. Why would they?
What about
They have like batteries.
Yeah. I gotta get a drink real quick. Okay.
I'm so sorry that you're in this situation. I really am. My heart hurts for you right now because I know you're hurting real bad. Okay? And you can tell me the truth. And
I told you much that I know.
you haven't though,
But I have.
there's so much background.
the rest of the day goes. What would you choose?
I don't know. I feel back.
And you know why that answer makes me happy?
That I want my family back. Because I want them back.
It makes me happy to hear because it means that you care about your family. And I think you have been completely honest about that the whole time. Okay? I do think you love them. I think if you could resolve today, this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, they're prepared. Does that mean look into the possibility that there was a guy there? Or is it just
They have looked into that and they dispelled that already. Okay? That was the first thing they looked into. And then there was no evidence of that. It's pretty clear, okay?
of what? They wasn't there? Who's there? I saw one or two eyes.
No, but he wasn't. And that's, and like I said, I'm sure there's a lot of pressure on you right now. And I will tell you, the second you tell the truth, that pressure, it really does. And the weight of the world is off your chest.
No, it's not. Because then the weight of prosecution is on your chest.
Like my family slaughtered in front of my house.
God damn it. This is fucking pointless.
Say they were slaughtered in front of your eyes. What do you mean by that?
They're dead. Is there anything else?
Well, honestly, I just want to understand why, Alex. Why you won't? What? You're not dumb.
Thanks.
You're not dumb. Okay. So if we're on the same page with that, you don't think I'm dumb. I don't think you're dumb. I'm lying with you playing this charade.
I'm telling you why.
You're telling me what?
At least from what I remember.
Okay. Could something else have happened? Could you? Could something have happened that isn't what you had originally told us?
Not
You're saying, okay, because you're saying that you
Did
remember.
any of the other neighbors hear the gunshots? No. Are they loud? They're loud.
You know, and Alex, you make the point about when you shot yourself in the foot that it.
I didn't shoot myself.
Well, you said that earlier.
Well, maybe I shot myself.
Right. You shot
You say
yourself.
maybe I shot myself?
Well, maybe bullet right.
Well, you would know that. I mean, let's get back to the point of when I'm done and I'm not done. Okay. You shot yourself in the foot. And then,
Sure, let's say it.
okay. Because then you said,
Sure, let's say that.
I just thought it would.
No, I think it was what you drank.
Well, sure. Probably. And that's why once you get that adrenaline that was gone, that's when you said it hurt a little bit more after that. And so, because you have to shoot yourself in the foot for it to have a story of it being an accident. You know what I mean? It's, your feeling isn't.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay, but you wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to do that either. But you have to because how can everybody else
Why would I do something like this?
to make it look like something else?
But I didn't.
And Alex, every time we talk about it, your vein tells me that your heart's beating real fast.
Yeah, I'm getting mad.
The monitor tells me it does.
The fact that you think that I did
Oh, now she's using the monitor.
it. I didn't.
Your heart starts beating really fast.
Would you believe me?
She said you didn't do that.
Well, given what you would know things that I know. Like, nobody came in there, so pretend you know
Sure,
that.
but I don't know.
Okay, I don't think they have to be to know, to say, okay, we know for a fact nobody came in from the house. That's fact. They told us that. I'm just hear me out. Okay, so put yourself in my shoes. I'm sitting here and you're sitting here. You know for a fact nobody came over. You know that
I
there
don't
were.
know. And I know for a fact that someone was in the house.
Okay, well, you're in my shoes now. Okay, and officers. 20 officers have been in the area. They've gone to every house. They've picked up every sort of camera footage there is. Nobody came to run for your house. Okay? Well, I'm just telling you that. So if you're sitting in my seat talking to somebody, and then you find my sister lying in bed with a gunshot wound, a fatal gunshot wound. My mom with one, my dad with one, and then I have one in my foot. And you're sitting in my shoes and I'm sitting there.
Well, she said you
I
fought.
have a position pick due to the area
She said you fought.
Well, in order to fight somebody off, you would have defensive wounds or things like that, you know?
Having a gunshot wound in my foot.
Well, but
Is
if
that
you
not
stood
defensive
there,
enough?
Then when someone gets scared, then they take a run versus fight over a gun that I end up shooting myself in the foot.
Oh, it's the gun. Well, then, yeah, there's the gun.
Okay. So, everything's there. Everything's at the scene.
Except for him.
Right? We have nothing indicating him other than me sitting there telling you this. But we have not a lot of physical evidence of that.
Why don't we go look around the house myself?
They do. Okay. That's what I'm saying. And I think, and you, like I said, you're
Why wouldn't we do something like this?
okay. But you did.
But I didn't.
Do you think you're will always just want to move up then? What happened today?
Alright. But on my system, I just. Or my friends. Or let out my system and my friends or something. I don't want to tell anyone about how my family down.
What are you afraid of?
Going to prison.
I wouldn't have been.
What else are you afraid of?
I would rather not go to prison.
Just never have a friends.
You're afraid of what's going to happen after today?
Like hard. What's that be?
Hello.
Whatever can happen. I mean, are you, does that cross your mind or anything like that? Or
Go back home. You don't follow this.
can I help you buddy? Can I help you so you don't have to deal with it all yourself? Today? Let me know how I can help you.
I guess really check the area again. Or
Yeah.
double check it. Well, I don't know.
Tell I had it playing at regular speed. Silly Billy Goat. Had it playing at regular speed. Woo!
Any chance I can go to the house and look around? Goes on. Fix it up. Your dog already, I guess? Your dog already, I guess?
Let's all sit here in silence.
I went and got some water. You want some? Let me get you a fresh cup of your
I'll be right back.
So we're gonna be able to have some, I mean, I know we don't know each other, but we're saying we know each other better. Because now we know that you're gonna be able to talk to me. Because I think, yeah. Well, yeah.
Sorry. And say you're welcome for water if I have to tell you that.
I'm not sure if the x-rays were back.
You need some new pants though. So you're gonna need some new shorts. Do I think they're gonna make their shorts? Yeah, or cut your shorts.
Look, nothing happened. We're all just sitting here staring at each other, twiddling our thumbs. This is fantastic. It's wonderful. I'm so engaged in this wonderful interrogation. And his foot is still fucking bleeding. La 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 la. Okay, let him go to sleep. You're just gonna sit there and stare at him? Y'all ain't talking. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Are we really just gonna sit here and stare at each other? Oh my god, and it just keeps going. For fuck's sake. Like, really? Really? This is fantastic. This is fantastic. How y'all doing? Y'all bored? I'm bored. La 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 la. This is stupid. Like, can the nurse come in and now look at his fucking foot? Like, they're both just sitting on their phone. We're just gonna babysit him now while his toe falls off. Wow. Riveting. Riveting police work. Nothing.
Now, providers are in 16 now.
You know that's not gonna kill you.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why you shoot yourself in the foot, not in the head. That'll kill you. You know. And you know that you shot yourself. You even told me that. When you
Well,
did.
I'm trying to shoot myself.
Okay. Did you pull the trigger when the bullet got fired that went through your foot?
He didn't say he shot himself. He said, okay, let's say I shot
You might have
myself.
shot yourself. Okay. And
He
then
said he
you
could have
took
shot
that
himself
Dr.
in the
Joel,
struggle.
105, Dr. Gold,
Shit
105.
balls. You can hear that.
I would be curious, like, gosh, this is gonna hurt real bad. And I shoot myself in the foot too. That's the logical. You know, it's not illogical to shoot yourself in the knee or something. With a long gun like that, you can't shoot yourself in. Right. But it's, I mean, you don't want to shoot yourself in the leg.
I don't want to shoot myself at all.
Well, yeah, I believe that you don't want to because you're afraid it could hurt too. And that's why you're surprised it didn't. But that's also why you chose your foot.
Maybe I had it over next to me. We were sticking in front of it. Tell last time.
That is weird. I didn't know that. Do you think it'll work better when an entire family's been murdered in cold blood and the person responsible continues to deny it and shows really no remorse, will just hear me out. And I mean, that makes it look like intentional homicide that you wanted to massacre a family. Whereas we've given you every opportunity, we've confronted you with all the inconsistencies and with the evidence, but you're not. Okay, so if a jury would listen to you, say you're trying to help us, and then they can see the wounds in the scene, and nobody comes or goes, and all of that, and then you continue with this story of I'm trying to help you. It really looks pretty cool. The fact that after this has happened to your family,
Do you really honestly think that it really matters?
you're claiming
Oh,
you're trying to help us.
well, he came clean and he was remorseful.
Yeah, well, we found that.
No, it doesn't really actually matter.
It's not me.
Why didn't you say it was you? Why did you say it
Or
was
because you guys keep going back to it.
you? You just
Maybe it matters on the sentencing, but it doesn't really matter the fact that he did it.
Yeah.
You're a lying sack of shit. That's what you are.
It's not even collaborating, it's not body owners. Because when we report on something too, we have to have evidence. And if we make a column of evidence that Alex did this, and evidence that unidentified male did this, when we start putting in, okay, nobody, when all the surrounding cameras in the neighborhood are given that it's like a dead end road, nobody came to left. Okay, so that doesn't go in a column of some unknown guy showing up at your residence. We have no forced entry, okay? That doesn't really work, okay? So that goes in the Alex column also. And we have family members shot to death in the head and in bed. That goes in this column. And then we have Alex saying he might have shot himself in the foot, or it might have been the other guy. Not real sure. However, the trajectory and the evidence is going to show that he shot himself in the foot. That's going to go in this column too. So what I'm saying is,
How do you know that? You don't know that?
Nothing other than Alex saying unidentified male who did not break into the house and used the gun that was. He broke into a house and used the gun that was in the house. How would you know there was one in there? Makes no sense. Okay, that's because there is no man, Alex. You were sleeping. You wake up. Your sister didn't. Because you shot her before she could wake up.
Alex, your sister was sleeping when she was shot.
You don't know that.
And I can tell you don't like your sister, because you don't get any.
Well, I got it. You guys are taking that.
Well, I'm a
I'm
little,
worked up.
well, I'm a bit worked up the fact that you think we're that stupid. It's really offensive,
Well,
honestly. It's offensive that I
Yeah, I
just
could never be
spelled out
interrogated.
all of the evidence.
Especially
when then you're
if he's
gonna sit here
sitting
tell
there and
me,
he's like, "No, I didn't do this."
basically, I
Even
think
if I
you're
did
dumb.
do it, I'll be
That's
like,
what you're saying without
"You
saying
don't know shit.
I think that's
You
offensive.
don't see shit. You didn't know shit. You weren't there. You didn't do. You don't know nothing.
That's
The reason
Prove it."
reason that this is so clear on what happened because you didn't think it through that well.
exactly.
Okay,
And you
prove
didn't
it.
think it through that well, Alex, because I'm willing to bet that right up until the point when you pulled the trigger, you were having second thoughts. I think, Alex, that you tried to resist the urge to do this. You thought about it long and hard. Do I really want to do this? Do I really want to go through with this? And there are a lot of variables you didn't think about beforehand that we're bringing to your attention now about when the cameras got pulled off, things like that. Okay?
Like, I should have kept the door in instead of just left it open a little bit.
There's a lot of variables. This is so clearly what happened, Alex.
I should have ransacked the house a little to make it look like somebody was trying to rob the place rather than just come in and massacre my family.
The door was
That
open.
wasn't well thought out.
There was no blood over to the door.
You didn't think it out, Alex, because there's something going on.
He thought to leave the door open, like somebody had just run out. That's a detail that, you wouldn't have necessarily thought about.
Well,
Like a robber just shut the door behind him. Thank you.
The only purpose for killing your sister would be that
Yeah, my kids don't even shut the door behind them.
Right? This is a burglary, correct? That's my guess. By definition, that's what a burglary is when someone breaks into your house. Right? To steal stuff. To steal stuff. Okay. Obviously, you don't know what this person was trying to steal. Okay. Well, if it's... Okay.
He was going to break into the house. Dad startled them. Bam, bam, bam. Shot Dad as he was coming down the stairs with the gun that was laying on the fireplace.
Because they found out he was burglarizing the home. Your sister never found out. Why would you just go search every room and just start...
Started going through the house.
Here we go. Maybe downstairs. Okay. Yeah.
Said, well, fuck it. I already shot the one. I'll shoot the sister. 22. Doesn't make a lot of noise.
And then so you shot your dad because Dad realized he was stealing the gun that you guys cleaned yesterday. Okay, because Dad left it out and was careless and didn't put it away. Okay, and he happened to find, well, there's a gun.
They're not young kids in the house. You don't necessarily have to call them careless. They just didn't put the gun away. There's no young kids in the house. Don't have to put the gun away.
Okay, you're upstairs sleeping.
Their house.
Okay, that would be the most likely scenario. So now your dad's the first person shot. Okay, how does he get by you? To get upstairs to shoot your mom? Maybe he already been up there. You'd already been up there? If he's already up there shooting your mom who sleeps in bed with your dad, why was your dad downstairs investigating the shots? Usually I got the ladies get up, getting up or something because I just woke up. So now he just ran downstairs or something. Well, you don't have anything to do with that scenario. I'm talking about your mom shot in the bedroom. She's clearly shot after Dad. If she was shot before Dad, he'd be shot in the bedroom also.
You don't know where Dad was.
They usually wakes up earlier.
You don't know where any of them started out at. You don't know where Dad started out at. You don't know where Mom started out at. You know Mom was shot in bed. You know Dad was shot downstairs. You don't know if Dad started upstairs and came downstairs. You don't know shit. He don't know shit.
Please don't make us leave here thinking that you just did this for fun. For fun? Yeah. I don't think you did. I think there's a dynamic there that you don't want to share with us. That maybe at some point
His foot is still actively bleeding all over the fucking floor.
About what happened in your life.
Could you please just fucking go away?
It's the answer to
Oh
all
my
this.
god, there is still so much time
People like Sarah and
left.
I would totally understand. Not justified, but
I'm saying
understand.
after the lunch break, you don't come. Oh god, after the lunch break, we still come back to this.
Did she have arguments? I feel like the hot button here is it always seems to be your sister.
At least you can hear this guy.
Pretty good one. Was he like super supportive? Was he that bad?
Dr. Kane, Podiatry, 7122. Dr. Kane, Podiatry, 7122.
Was she super supportive?
My needs are put looked at.
Great mom for both of us. Mother of the year. Candidate. Yeah. Cook dinner all the time. Yes. Sure. And then there's your sister. At what age did you realize that she was such a pain in the ass?
When they were young.
We have our arguments, but what's the worst thing she's ever done?
Brothers and
Yeah. Did you say go give a crap? That's the worst thing she's ever done. Alice, when I ask you if you love your sister and your only response is, yeah, she's my sister. Okay, then there should probably, if that's your reaction, there should probably be a long list of things that she's done in her life to piss you off. Not go give a crap. You live in the same house. You're only, 2 years apart? 1.5? Okay. I'm not saying you gotta be best friends, but you're leaving something out about your relationship with her. I'm telling you, she screwed you over on something? She told your parents something that you didn't want them to know? No. She take the car that's Como and she's not supposed to after you told her repeatedly to leave it? No. She didn't like driving that much. Is she your parents' favorite?
Probably. Yeah.
Love you both deeply?
Do you believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Sometimes parents will tell their kids stuff like that, but there's a clear favorite.
We're all God's children.
This last one. It's June, what is it right now? 15th. You met. Were your grades okay? No. But easy to figure that out for us, honestly. But what's not really? How many classes? How many credits were you taking? 15? 13. 13. And of those 13, how many classes did you pass? One. One. Okay. So you're gonna get 3 credits. I mean, if we're gonna have to. Just want to improve my previous grades. Okay. Were you actually enrolled in that? Yeah. Okay. But this last semester, you passed 1 class. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't focus. And then, what about the semester before that? I did okay. Yeah, great. And this is your first full year at Iowa, or second? Okay. How about your first year there? This year was good. Yeah. So one good year.
You go out of high school straight into college. It's hard.
So your first year pretty good. Second year started to go downhill because of what?
Like my GPA would have been a 4.0 graduating had I not gone straight from high school to college.
Yeah.
That first semester, that first year, because I went straight from high school to college. That first year after high school, I sucked. I mean, I passed all my classes or whatever, but I didn't really give a shit. I miss college. I miss being young enough to like just do college. It was so easy back then. Life. And to think I thought it was hard.
Was he gonna try to back out on that because you were putting up your end of the deal? Well, I mean, there's not much more for him to do. I think so. I suspect he didn't think you were figuring it out. Was that where some of the conflict comes in? Well, if he wants his financial safety, it's my fault.
Somewhere in here, the motive comes in where they said he said dad told him get a job or get out, and that's where the motive of murder was planted. Dad told him. So like the Chandler Holderson reason. Dad was gonna find out all of Chandler's dirty little secrets, so he murdered them.
I just think that I think we're getting somewhere. I think this school thing is part of the problem. I don't want to pay thousands of dollars for my kids to go piss it down their leg in Iowa because they don't want to get focused. Okay? They want to live in my basement.
Well, I mean, hey, I'm not gonna do that.
Study, like their sister. Right? Sure.
Sure.
Well, what's your alternative to living in mom and dad's basement? Well, I was looking around for jobs. When's the last time you had one? At the university. It was food court. At the food court at the university? Yeah. Why don't you have that one anymore? Because I'm staying home this semester to go home. Okay, so it's been a while since you've worked at the food court at the university. So there's no evidence you're making much progress in life at all at this point. At some point, I gotta assume, since you got into Iowa, you were moderately successful in school and in life. Yeah. I mean, they don't just let anyone in.
You're kind of a dick.
And that's the root cause of how you got to where you're at today.
Well, you know, and dad and mom can be really mad because that's the kid they raised.
I don't know. Quit making me guess. Jeez, dude, you know how hard this is.
Push the birdie out of the nest, see if he flies. Clearly, he didn't want to fly. He pushed back and said, "No, I will not fly." Can they come in and look at his nasty ass toes now?
What happened in life? What got you here today? What was it?
An intruder in my home shot me in the foot after he massacred my family.
Well, Alex, I think that's what Pat's trying to say. That's a big burden carrying on your own, and clearly you've been doing that. And I think that kind of gives us, I'm seeing it now a little more, is the pressure that you've had on you. You're 20 years old, and you're, I don't know what I'm hearing from that part of the conversation is that you're not sure what you want to do yet, but you're feeling pressured like you got to do something, and everybody's riding your ass, and they make you feel like you're a loser and not successful and haven't accomplished anything. Whereas you're 20 years old and you just don't know what to do yet. You know, well, how do they not understand that? I get that. I was there.
Do you?
When I was in college, I didn't start out as a social work major. I started out as an education major. I changed my major. So I was your age. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I thought I did. And, you know, my mom was understanding and let me work through it without writing me about it or making me feel bad about it. And kind of from what I heard you just say is, if that's what happened in your scenario in the last few months, that would be unbelievably stressful. Trying to find a place to work, trying to figure out what you want to do with your life.
Sure.
I get that.
Sure.
That's what I've been trying to tell you since the first second I talked to you. There's a reason behind everything, and I understand a lot of things, and now I'm glad I at least understand that part. Because that's frustrating. It's your life.
Sure.
You should get to choose what you want to do. You know, I was an education major because my grandma was a teacher, and she wanted me to be a teacher. So I started out as an education major, and I hated it. And so now I'm going, well, shit. She's going to be mad at me if I don't want to do this. But I want to be a cop. And so I had my family, luckily, supported me and didn't make me feel bad about not wanting
Well,
to do
his
what they
family
wanted to
didn't
do.
support him, so he said, I'm just going to kill him
And I
instead.
got to do what I wanted to do, and I love my job. Because had I not gone down that path, I wouldn't understand people the way I do now. And I know that nobody does anything just on a whim for no reason. There's always a reason.
That's not true.
And that's what I've been trying to explain to you. And it sounds
Psychopaths
like
do
I did a
things
heck of
on a
job
whim
talking to you about that. And
just
you know
because they
what?
want to.
I'd be a little pissed off too. Truthfully, I would. Because you're really funny. You're not expected to have your life. I wouldn't expect you to have your life figured out. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I don't really see what this has to do with the murder.
Well, the pressure.
Oh, I've been pressured into doing this?
No, just the pressure that your family's put on you.
Oh, I was pressured into murdering?
That's not fun feeling like you're the big brother. It's not fun feeling like you're disappointing your family. You know? I've been there too. I'm sure Matt has. I don't know, but I'm guessing he's been there too. And that's a crappy feeling.
No, Matt is perfect.
And I don't know the extent of it that the pressure got put on you, but if it was,
I don't think he feels like he was pressured.
it can be hard to handle.
I don't think he looks like he feels pressured.
Well, I'm still here.
Well, but Alex, the problem is you handle it all on your own. I don't think you've ever talked to anybody about it or opened up to anybody about it. Probably not even your mom and dad. Maybe your mom a little bit. A little bit, dad puts a lot of pressure on you. And Sabrina's successful at what she does, but you make me feel like I'm not really that successful.
That's a great story from what I want to do.
Okay.
If I want to go to garbage, I can do that. He just wants to know, he just wants me to know something. Like what he did.
He wants you to acknowledge how that he did.
Well, yeah, like, you're not a college grad, so.
Right, so he expects you to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's maybe not what you're trying to do. Do you feel like if you didn't go down the college path, you'd be disappointing them?
Not really.
Is there something personal with you? In this day and age, I mean, and if I'm off base on this, I apologize, but also I know a lot of people that come from a lot of different backgrounds, and when it comes to anything like sexuality and stuff, and that is a tremendous amount of pressure that people
Oh, now he's gay.
have to deal with, and being accepted and whatnot. You know. And
I think I might want protection.
you like women?
Sure.
Do you like men?
Not that way. Not that way.
Or would you just rather not be with a man or a woman?
I'm normal.
What's that?
I'm just straight.
I'm normal.
That's never been an issue with your family or anything, right? We're trying to just brainstorm. So I think my parents would be open for close.
Well, sometimes people struggle with out to their family and things like that. I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. So if that was the case, you know, since you're not telling us, I wanted to cover that.
Did you have anything coming up in the future, like appointments or job interviews? Anything on your schedule? They were an application. When's that supposed to be? Summer. And you can go to Oregon and visit family. Who were you? You said everyone's out there. Who's everyone? I don't know once. I don't really know about that. I know you said
Tell me, Glenn. Are we done yet?
did you biological parents?
Yeah.
Your sisters?
35.
What do you think about that side?
Ow! Oh, bitch.
Does he not have a relationship with them?
Got about 5 minutes left.
I don't know. He just
So they take their lunch break. And we are gonna
I know. I think his mom just reached out.
take the lunch break.
I don't know.
Um,
Grandmother's Japanese. Yeah. And my mom's Japanese. I think all of them. How those two meet? Remember that? How they meet? College. I think that, or no, after college. I think golf. Golf lessons. They still golf. Did they still golf? No, really. I think they won't hear, but how was their relationship? How was their relationship? Great. You're in college. You're in college. Yeah. Did your sister have any bad relationships? Not really. So their relationship's great. Your sister's is great. So here's what we need to abandon right now. Okay. I think there are some personal reasons why this happened, and I think you got all the answers bottled up inside. But hold on, listen. What we need to do is, though, is your official story to us has always been, and you stuck to it for now, is that this is a burglary. Okay. Even though there's zero elements of a burglary to it. Okay. I keep telling you that because it's important you understand that. Having worked hundreds and hundreds of burglaries, you've seen hundreds of thousands of burglaries, maybe not hundreds of thousands, but having seen a lot, okay, they all start to look the same after a while. You know, it's like the difference between a Van Gogh painting and a little kid's watercolor, you know, a finger painting. It's pretty obvious the difference between the two. Okay, no one would confuse the two. Okay, this does not have any elements of burglary. It has all the elements of intentional killing of people. And so for us, they might have some real estate or something. City. I wouldn't think so, but
Again, there'd be a forced entry in the house and whatnot. That's the part he didn't think about. You should have kicked the door to make it, well, I'm just saying, or at least ransack the house. And you're probably
no, because if you ransack the house, then it really looks fake.
what do you guys think?
What says burglary about this other than what's coming out of your mouth? Nothing. And you know that.
He didn't say a burglary. He said an intruder.
The reason, again, I think I mentioned this before, but the reason that this isn't more well thought out or well planned is because it's probably not as premeditated as it kind of seems like. Okay. People don't think about these things for weeks and years or whatever and plan out every detail.
Well, the ones that do that's by far premeditated murder and not, but it's spur of the moment. Something came over somebody.
You decided after dinner last night that, hey, I can't deal with life, I can't deal with them, I can't deal with whatever. That's far more understandable than thinking that you sat and stewed about this for months. Planned this out, decided everything. I know. Well, that's probably what we're going to take with us when we leave here today. It's the thought of it. Write down all my answers. Well, we're going to write down it all, of course. We would write down more. You said more. You explain more or gave us some inkling of other than, you know, basically you're probably being disappointed with you.
Because Alex, the problem when we walk away from here is that's all the information that we got from you, coupled with what else we have.
Good.
Well,
Now
because
go
if we
do
don't,
your own fucking
now
job.
the fact that we've talked to you for about 2 hours, and we've given you more than every opportunity to complain.
Nope. Go do your job. Prove it. Prove who did it.
Have these
If I did it,
conversations again.
prove it. If somebody else did it, prove it.
Then what it looks like is that you're just a cold-blooded killer and a liar.
Just shut up.
Whereas, I mean, that could be the truth.
Yeah.
But if that's not the truth, if you're not a cold-blooded killer, you're not a liar, I would like to be able to go put that down on paper and say,
I mean, but that's what he said.
So
you didn't need to do this.
one of the first things we did is we tried to follow up on your story. That's logical, right? Go find this other guy that was in your house.
Well, he already said he didn't do it. So,
You told the dispatcher your mom was dead.
Well, there's questions.
Well, it doesn't mean she was shot. You know how you told the dispatcher that? Because you knew it. Because you saw her. Well,
No, he
you did when
didn't.
you pulled the trigger. And I know that pisses you off to hear it, but it pisses me off that you're making me have to say it. I don't think you did it. I know you did. Look at your foot.
You shot
Nobody
yourself
gets
in
an
the foot.
injury like that.
Okay, people shoot yourself in the foot. That's what you know. What when people accidentally get shot in the foot, it goes straight in the ankle. I've seen it.
They don't shoot themselves in the top of the foot unless they're going, oh, I gotta be shot too, but I'm not gonna shoot myself in the head. I shot my family in the head, but I'm not gonna do that to myself. What I'm gonna do is, okay, what's gonna hurt the least? So I don't have the courage to do
people
it.
get shot in the
Else.
ankle.
So you shoot
People
yourself.
get shot in the top of the foot all the time. It happens in movies all the time.
Yeah, it really
Disgusting.
Because you thought about how
We
that was
watched the
gonna
movie the other
hurt.
day. And we got shot in the
You
foot.
thought it
What was it?
Okay, yeah.
I feel like it was John Wick.
I don't sit there and go, okay, this is gonna hurt. Well,
John Wick
and
killed
then
somebody
you're
with a
pleasantly
pencil.
surprised that after you shot yourself in the foot, it didn't
Come
hurt
on.
as bad as you thought it would.
Mr. Shear was anticipating me. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're right at about noon. We will take our lunch break now. So, I'd ask that you be back here ready to go by.
Yes, we are taking a lunch break. And when we come back, because it's going to take a lunch break, and I'm just going to get it right here. And I'm going to stop this video here because we've been going for a minute or two. And I got to go run and do a couple things. And then I will be back to finish out day 4 of this trial. And then hopefully today I will catch up with everything. And because, you know, we don't actually have to sit through the verdict watch because we're already behind. So, and then we'll be done with it and see what happens. Again, you can tell I don't like police interrogations, and that's what this whole day is. So, okay, coming just a second. But yeah, so I will stop this. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, hit the notifications, do all of those things, and I will see you on the next one.